Bonjour, c'est Madame Sacco, et aujourd'hui nous allons apprendre comment utiliser les expressions négatives. So we're going to talk about negative expressions. So this is a bit of review. In French, you learn to make verbs negative. We do what's called the verb sandwich. In other words, we put the ne and the pas around the verb. So in a present tense sentence with one verb, the ne and the pas go directly around the verb. In a present tense sentence where there's two verbs, in other words, the verb number one or verb number two, like we have here, the verb one, verb two, the first verb goes in between the ne and the pas, and the second verb comes after. This is also true with the passé composé, as well as the aller plus infinitive. For example, je ne nage pas, je n'aime pas nager, je ne vais pas nager, je n'ai pas nager. There are other expressions in French that give us the negative. In these expressions, the pas goes away. We keep the ne, pas goes away. The new negative expressions are ne jamais, which means never, ne personne, which means no one, and ne rien, which is nothing. So the opposites. So you can see that toujours souvent is the opposite of ne jamais. Quelqu'un, someone, is the opposite of ne personne, no one. Quelque chose is the opposite of ne rien. Quelque chose, something, ne rien, no, nothing. So if we look, some examples. Je ne nage jamais, present tense, I never swim. Je ne suis jamais allé en France, I never went to France. Another example, tu vois quelqu'un? Do you see someone? Je ne vois personne. I don't see anyone. Note that the personne goes in the same position in the sentence as quelqu'un. So if you look at the second example, tu parles à quelqu'un. Are you speaking to someone? Tu parles à quelqu'un. In the negative, je ne parle à personne. So instead of like the ne and the pas, where the ne and the pas go directly around the verb, the personne is going to go in the same position in the sentence as quelqu'un. Tu parles à quelqu'un? Je ne parle à personne. Tu achètes quelque chose? Are you buying something? Je n'achète rien. I'm not buying anything. Rien is the same way as personne. It typically is going to go in the same position as quelque chose. All right, so that's all we need to. There's a lot more complexity involved with that, especially when we were talking about the past tense in the future, which we're not going to worry about too much about it right now. We're going to worry about these in the present tense. If you want to use it in the future or the past, see me, we'll talk about it because it is a little bit more complex. And these are just three of the negative expressions that exist in French because there are a few others as well. All right, on that note, we're done, fin, and we're going to now do a practice activity. Merci bien. Ce soir.